It's beautiful, isn't it? How is it that everyone in the world loves watching fire? There is something very attractive and hypnotizing about the flames. Don't you agree, O wise Dattatray?
Yes. Fire is very powerful. It brings you home. We tend to think that fire destroys, but destroys what? Ignorance. Fire was one of my gurus. It taught me a very important lesson. It revealed the deeper nature of every form. Look at this fire in front of us, bright and hot. If you take a piece of wood and place it in the fire, that piece of wood, which seemed dark and dead, so different from the constantly moving ethereal fire, suddenly becomes bright and powerful and turns into fire itself. The first time I paid attention to this phenomenon, I never forgot it. Anything you see, if you put it in the fire and hold it there long enough, it will start burning and become fire itself. Even rock. One might say that it's hard and cold, but if you throw it in a volcano, it will become hot and fluid. This taught me that nothing is what it appears to be. You see wood, but I know it is fire, just without a flame. You see a human being. I know they are me, just with many qualities superimposed. Put aside your qualifications, age, status, and nationality. If I ask you who you are, you'll say, I'm me. And every person in the world feels the same way about who they are, and will give the same answer. I am me. So if everyone knows exactly the same thing about themselves, why wouldn't we think it is so? Because it is the same being, knowing and expressing itself through all the billions and billions of forms. How vast I am!
I feel so blessed to have met you, O wise Dattatray. I have heard many noble souls speak the words of the Vedas, but never have they touched me so profoundly before.
I just speak what I know. It is my good luck that you recognize it. I could talk to a goat, or a goat-like man, but they wouldn't be inspired in the way that you are. Wood can burn and turn into fire because it is already fire. If it didn't have fire in its nature, it could never burn. How could you turn something into something it is not? You can't. You can only awaken a dormant aspect of an object and transform it into its different form. That is what I learned from my guru, the fire. I saw that a human being is just like wood. If you speak to him about his true, free, and infinite nature, he will be inspired, aware, and expanded. It is possible because he already is that, just in a dormant form. Would you like to know what happened to me? after I imbibed teachings from my Guru, the fire? I met God and have never left his company since. A mountain is not a mountain, it is God. Fire is not fire, it is God. If you see many oil lamps, you may say there are multiple fires, each belonging to a particular lamp. Or you may say that it is one fire, manifesting wherever the environment is suitable for it. You may look at people and see many separate creatures with beginnings and ends. Or you can choose to see a being that says, I am, I observe, I know, multiplied by many forms. The choice is yours, and I always choose the vision of oneness. You see, fire is like Satguru. It liberates. It liberates wood from wood, and it liberates it from fire as well, until only space remains. The same thing happens with you as soon as you see fire, without knowing why. You pause and watch. No matter what you do in your life, you immediately become a disciple, humble and at the same time empowered, contemplative, but sharp and awakened, attracted, but fulfilled. Just by its nature, fire removes the kind of mind that makes you a separate human being and reveals the watchful presence that is free from any identity. In that watching, all of your soldiers and royal family, noble advisors, and low-born acrobats going to the festival, all of them gathered tonight around the fire, are identical. Thoughts may differ, hopes and fears may differ, but the watching is the same. It is one watcher watching.